So you got the bottom part all pegged in, have you?
Well, if this staging wasn't in the way, I'd have those...
I'm in his way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I nearly got the wrong programme. I was going to say, you can understand that, some mothers do have it, the wrong programme.
Yeah.
The middle one looks a bit wonky. Leaning this way.
Eh?
Hey?
The bottom strut, the bottom frames like coming over here.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs a bit of final trimming.
Yeah.
I didn't think that the other day, actually. You daren't say anything.
Yeah, you mean from here?
Yeah, it's okay there. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a cleat here.
Oh.
Have you got... What, you come here to film or to fucking do
Now,
yeah,
somebody said about zero tolerance, was it?
Yeah.
Hi, this is video 256. The rear fuselage of NX611. This is an airworthy construction. Phil's pressing on with the door frame. Dave, Norm are covering and fitting all the small details onto the frame of the rear fuselage. Chris is progressing with the nose section of NX611.
You alright?
These are all for the Perspex dome on the front, are they?
Yeah. Proper fiddly. Isn't it? Whoever designed that must have had a right laugh.
That bottom one, do have to shape it a bit with a curve on.
Yeah, so do the curve as to what the drawing says.
Yeah.
3/8. So it's obviously a two-piece malarkey. It's a two-piece deal.
Yeah.
So then that bolts, that has 4 holes in it, 8, fastens onto the ring. Then your Perspex top hat section drops down the middle, and then you drill through, put a bolt through it, bolt it all in place.
Just what you were telling me last week, wasn't
Isn't it? It's the right lot.
When you've got fingers the size of thumbs, it's...
And you don't know how to use them. Pilots for you, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Always on the knees.
Oh,
dear.
it's on the knees.
Doing brackets again.
Yeah.
Norm's drilled them all off me, so...
Oh, you're still on brackets, are you?
Yeah, but when I sound just following him round, yeah.
I'm still working on the door frame.
However, I'm in his way at the moment. So.
Yeah, we're just working around one another.
You got those
So
three.
the bottom half is 75% complete. The top half is about 50 to 60% complete.
Yeah. Then what about the skins round the
That's
door?
right,
The
the
first skins off is too
like
hard.
a tripler, yeah.
You remember, that's right, the triple skin.
Yeah.
Again, just reinforcing that frame, that window frame, triple skin. There, you have to tack on the 2 inner skins first before the guys come and fit the outer skin.
Yeah.
When I say tack on, that's a proper term we use, isn't it? Tacking.
Yeah.
But they're small rivets, the 2.4 millimetres or the 3/32. They're countersunk, that's right.
So
Exactly. It's just about ready for skinning.
Yeah.
See, the actual port side is ready to be skinned.
That's ready now,
But
is
the
it?
guys don't want to start skinning it until all the cleats are done and all the little supplementary bits and bobs are in.
So when you start skinning, you're obviously overlapping, so you'd start at the bottom to overlap the next one as you go up.
Yeah.
Will you drill them all off, skin pin every skin on before you do any riveting?
That would be the normal convention, would be to get everything drilled out first, countersunk if required, then send the skins to paint, right, and then there'll be the riveting phase. I don't think the guys are planning to sort of rivet a bit on and then do another bit of riveting. I think the next phase will be drilling out all the skins and fabricating all the skins. Now all the skins have already been cut out from the original skins,
Yeah.
but they've left a quarter of an inch around the outside tolerance, so to allow for any variance on the new fuselage. Once you've drilled the see, they've already drilled out all of the stringers.
Overlappers,
Yeah, so what you do is you actually put the skin on, and then from the inside you'll drill through that hole, and the hole will then go into the outer skin.
Yeah.
So you call it picking up the holes.
Yeah.
So we'll be picking up these holes off the stringers and off the formers that are already there and drilled straight into the skin. And then the skin will come off and get what's called deburred. That is when you drill through metal, when the drill comes out of the metal, it leaves a little sharp edge. And those sharp edges are called stress razors, and through vibration, if you leave them there, they can cause cracking. So all we do is just take that little sharp edge off the hole. Then they'll go for paint, they'll come back, and then it'll all be riveted up. God knows how many rivets. There must be about, I'd say about 6,000 to 7,000 rivets in there. And of course, the final bit of information there is the skin. It's called integral construction. The skin is actually part of the strength of it.
Yeah.
So although you've got the stringers and the formers here, and you think all the skin is to keep the wind out. No, the skin doesn't just keep the wind out. The skin also absorbs the flight loadings, the compression you get in flight, twisting and torsion, and actually adds strength. Now I can't remember the figure from training because it's so long ago, but the skin will add another 30% to the overall strength of the rear fuselage. So it's an important part. It's not just to keep the wind out.
No.
Yeah. And that by making the skin take some of the loadings in flight, that means you can make the stringers and the formers thinner and lighter.
Yes.
So it's a total solution. In the old days, cars used to have a chassis that was either made out of wood and then it was made out of I-beam steel. But nowadays, cars don't have a chassis anymore. The actual body is the strength of it. So it's a bit like a modern car. They call it a monocoque construction. The actual strength of this rear fuselage is the stringers, the formers, and the skin combined.
Unit.
As a complete unit.
And with just putting the cleats in and the skin thing, it came very strong.
I know, it's amazing. Just having the. Do you want to show what a little cleat is, or will they already know?
Yeah.
They know what a cleat is.
Yes. The
So
bracket.
the little cleats that go on every one of these, where the former meets the stringer. When they put, I love all these little English names they have for everything. That's called a cleat. Avro call this part here a former, but traditional term for it is a frame. And these bits that go front to back are called stringers. If you've got one of these that's really strong and tough, and I can't see one here, they call them longerons, but for the Lancaster, these are called stringers.
Yeah.
And like you say, this little corner joint here, once that cleat was put on, it's like the strength of it is amazing. And then of course you're going to add the skin onto this, it's going to make it even stronger.
Yeah.
So that's how big aircraft like jumbo jets, and you can have a big long tail section and a fin and a tailplane hanging out there behind the undercarriage, and it doesn't. It's because of exactly this.
Yeah.
Because the weight of that is causing a compression.
Yeah.
It causes a stretching moment on the top with the weight, and it causes compression moment on the bottom. But because it's all rigid construction, it absorbs those loadings, doesn't it? Once it goes flying, and of course you've got the flight loadings then, where the aircraft, the lift is coming up the wings and the tailplane, the loading changes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Construction.
How they worked it out where the loadings are when it's in flight to have been on the ground.
Yeah, well, the stress guys. But effectively, I think This, as you know, the Lancaster came from the Manchester,
Yeah.
but I think the Hampden, the Whitley, the Short Stirling, the Halifax, they all had the basic principles are the same
Yeah.
for stringers, formers, the distances that are required. They're all basically the same for a stress engineer. But what's interesting with the Lancaster, I think I've said it before, see the distance from that face there to this face here, that face there to that face there, is 15 inches and 9/16 of an inch.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the designer didn't just make it 15 and a half inches. Why did he have to have 9/16 of an inch?
Yeah.
I think what happened is he had, whatever it was, 10 feet, and he needed to put a stringer, he knows on the principles he's got to put a stringer approximately every 15 inches.
Yeah.
So he just divided the measurement from the main former here there, to the main transfer. He knew he had to put 10 in, well in that case it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So he just divided the measurement and it comes up exactly to 15 and 9/16 of an inch.
Yeah.
So that is on the drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to get on.
That's good. Right, thanks, Phil. The mosquito repair and replace the radiator is still ongoing. It doesn't look though Tony has a lot of work left to do, and then we can get on with engine tests. Everything got passed on the second half, did it?
No, it didn't. No.
Oh,
So yeah. So these features here, which are the gun shroud, so the gun will go up and down in here.
let me just come round the other side. Yeah, where the gun goes up and down.
There's these two features in here which hold the gun shroud, so the gun will rotate up and down in here.
Yeah.
These pieces here were quite badly corroded inside here, around the screw holes.
Oh yeah.
So we need to get these remade.
Yeah.
But obviously the first job is to get the perspex formed. The whole thing is going off to have the perspex formed.
Yeah.
So short term, I put these back on, hence why I haven't riveted them on, but I've
Yeah.
attached them back on, so this can go off now to have the perspex made for the new turret. Then when it comes back, we can get these remade,
Yeah.
and then get the whole thing sprayed, and then reattach the perspex and the back plates.
So that was the only problem you found,
These-
that one, those
these
two?
Yeah. We had to remake this piece here,
Yeah.
which is quite straightforward from your elements, that's quite straightforward. But yeah, other than that, these two. Obviously now, today we had the new turret. So yeah, only arrived today. So I'm just going to try and start to get the back skin off to then have a look inside and see what we can see.
Where did this come from?
Cambridge.
Oh, is it one that...
little museum down in Cambridge.
Oh, yeah.
At some point to try and either remove screws or they've just ended up damaging the perspex
Yeah.
quite significantly in a couple of areas.
Yeah.
They've used completely non-standard fastenings. They've used self-trapping screws in some parts.
But there again, if it's just going to be a static display, no one will pick up on that.
No, they wouldn't. No. But
Is that damage there?
it is. Yeah. That's quite
Yeah.
quite a bad bit of damage, isn't it? So, and it's the same on the other side. Yes.
And this is the same FN5.
FN5.
Yeah.
FN5.
It's cramped in there, isn't it?
It is, Neville. It is. You wouldn't like to spend any time in there, would you? Definitely not.
No.
No.
I mean, and all the noise right in your ears, aren't they?
Yeah. Then you've got the ammo belt rattling past your ears as well. And
Yeah.
yes, not a nice place to be.
Rattling away.
So, yeah. So, but we're lucky to have it. But
Yeah.
see how useful it will be.
Yeah.
But you see, this one stock is up pretty good now.
Yeah.
So once we get the
Will you send it away on this plate?
I think so. Just for
Keep it
extra stability.
well,
I'm just waiting for the screws because these are all countersunk from underneath.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for the bolts to attach the combination plates.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty solid.
Quite a strong structure,
Very
isn't it?
strong
Yeah.
structure. because you use this kind of box section, so it's quite strong, but just to give it a little bit of extra support, I think the idea is to use the accommodation plate.
And I mean, get more perspex on it, that'll strengthen it as well.
Yeah. And the back shells are obviously the solid, solid back shells. There and there.
Yeah, that's right. And they overlap here because of the perspex, don't they?
They do, yes.
Yeah, and the top one as well, yeah.
That's right.
They overlap the perspex.
Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
Good, thank you.
Today, just a bit of exploration and see what we can see, really.
Yeah. He's not in today?
He's not, no, he's at friend's funeral, unfortunately.
There's good news on the wing and the wing jig. John and Gavin, the jig construction engineer, have done a good job. The wing is in the jig and the work has started de-riveting. Jacob's been working on the static wingtip. He has now moved to a CAA controlled airworthy wing construction with John and Keith. I know it's a daft question, but why are you starting where you're starting?
It felt like it. When you started in the middle, it's got to come out. It doesn't really matter
So
what order it comes out.
Yeah.
Because that's still held on
Yeah.
until you pull it off. Yeah, it ain't going to fall off.
I thought you'd be doing it ready for the arms to go in. Do the skins at the top first.
Well, all the skin's got to come off. Probably have to take that stringer off.
That one,
To give us access to put the arm in. Yeah. But we're going to take all the skins off on the bottom, and then we're going to get Terry to take an awful lot of photographs to tell us where cable looms and brackets go in that. So when we come back to this in sort of 9 months' time, we won't be picking something up and going, where did that go again?
Yeah. Plenty of your photographs of everything. Yeah.
Because a drawing won't show you all the little brackets and things go.
No.
So we've got to be careful on that.
And it's just two arms in between the two end pieces.
Yeah, it's just it's an upright this side, an upright that, and a horizontal, which the spar lays on to stop it.
Yeah.
One about here and one about where Jacob is.
They actually go in both sides of the wing. They're not just putting an L-shaped arm up.
Yeah, if you've got the wing like that, you've got an upright there and an upright there and the crossbeam.
That's more secure then, isn't it? Solid. And will you do it from these RSJs or whatever they are?
We've got holes in the other side already. Just drill 4 holes and have an RSJ standing upright.
Yeah.
It's just a temporary measure until you start getting the ribs in. Once the ribs are in, they're useless.
Yeah. It's a big progress from last week.
Oh yeah, we're not looking.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
You do things like this when you're not here. So
I know you
make a cock up. You don't get a tune.
I'm not recording it. You've got to record the good and the bad.
Yeah. They're either going to need a new drive or a new paint.
This is the rear spar boom inboard. John has drilled holes into the RSJ, installed secure pins through the two booms and into the jig. The pins and jig holes will give correct alignment when fitting the new booms to the jig. The same procedure at the top of the jig, which holds the front spar. The top holes are at 7.5 degrees off vertical, following the lines of the wing. Support which holds the booms on at the top, did that drill alright? Because it's a 7.5 degree angle, isn't it?
Yeah, I had to narrow it a bit because it was a little bit too wide.
Yeah. How did you drill it? With a milling drill to get it?
No, a big drill. A big drill, yeah. Gavin Motley measured it and we drilled it.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, the bottom, sliding lovely, just what we want. Not too big, too small, perfect size.
That's good.